became a chief research officer, and 1st October 2008, he became an assistant director in Nihort. He became a director in the National Horticultural Research Institute on the 1st of October 2014. Scholarships, fellowships, and awards. In 1992, Dr. Akintoye obtained a computer application training in IPSAT, Niger Republic. 93 to 94, IITA Research Scholarship, IITA Ibadan, Nigeria. 1993, he obtained a computer training course for statistical analysis, also in IITA. 2001, he attended the international training course on vegetable science and technology in Beijing Vegetable Research Center, Beijing, China. In 2008, he went for an intensive vegetable production training in India. Membership of learned societies. Dr. Henry Akintoye is a member of the Horticultural Society of Nigeria since the year 2000, and he became a fellow of that society, Horticultural Society of Nigeria, since the year 2020. He's a member of the Nigerian Institute of Landscape Horticulture, the member of the Nigerian Apple Growers Association, and many more. Community service and administrative experience. In the year 2003 to 2006, Dr. Akintoye was the head vegetable research program of Nihort. 2005 was the consultant IITA Leventis project for IITA Ibadan. 2005 to 2007 was the public relations officer for Hudson, Nigeria. 2005 to 2009 was the national coordinator vegetable crops for Nihort Ibadan. 2005 to date is a member of Council International Society of Agricultural Science. 2006 to 2008, he was the National Secretary, Stakeholders Committee on Horticultural Seeds Production. 2006 to 2008, he was the editor of Hot Mag for the Growers Magazine of the Horticultural Society. Oh, PhD 2020. Please a round of applause. Hobbies. Dr. Akintoye likes listening to his favorite musicians. And Dr. Henry Akintoye likes watching football, especially favorite football club, Chelsea. Let's welcome the great mentors, the director of directors, Oga, the man of the people, the man of wisdom and wisdom, Dr. That was a very, very wonderful one. I've attended a series of seminar sessions there where the MCs would say, by the power conferred on them, they would invite the presenter. So when I was trying to check my own, then I did like this. I say I don't get any power. I said, no, don't let me do this. So, and unfortunately, again, when Dr. Chikalu mentioned August Club, Chelsea, and I say at the Arsenal, I say, no, there is no correlation. Thank you very much. Now, please put your hands together for you. Thank you. And let me quickly introduce to you rapporteur for today's seminar session. She's no one than a friend of mine and a friend to almost everyone, Miss Mercy Okoye. And on this note, I'll hand back to the chairman to continue. Thank you, sir.
A bit more power from the MC. Because if you have to go by the power, they are not guided together. So I don't know who's going to combine the power of it. Yes, I think I can see the reason why. Since I came to Nihort, the only person that big things to office me, Dr. Akintoye. I've never come to office before. It's always if I come 8:30, I'm sleeping. If I'm here for that, I'm sleeping. But it's only today I think I was busy. But my driver was not smart enough. So, my driver went to the pit and he came to office and was here for him today. Honestly, I give it to him on that. And based on the topic, I think I saw the topic the other time. It's taken out of that place. There's no other this note, I will ask us to have a draft attention to see what we are doing well as conform with the ethics and what we are not doing well and where we can improve more and to know more about the nitty-gritty of these ethics of laws and corruption issues in the system. So on behalf of all the nine staff and management, I don't have any power compound me because I'm a case developer. I will invite the presenter today, who is always first in the office. I was able to get it today to mount the podium and where we listen attentively. Thank you. I welcome.
Morning, everyone. Here to present on behalf of my committee, Anti-Corruption and Transparency Unit of Nihort. And the title of my presentation today is Work Ethics and Corruption Issues, the role of Anti-Corruption and Transparency Unit of Nihort. Oh. So the outline for this presentation is preambles, activism and corruption, work ethics, why ethical behavior in IOT, causes of unethical behavior, developing efficient and effective ethical relations in public organizations such as NIOT. Then, of course, we look at some ethical dilemma in NIOT and we conclude. What is ethics? Merriam-Webster dictionary defines ethics in the following terms: the discipline dealing with what is good and bad, and with moral duty and obligations. It is a sort of moral principles, a theory or system of moral values. It is also the principles of conduct governing an individual or a group. It is a socially established body of standards, norms, principles, values, and ways of doing things by which we make sense of the world and answer most questions of our life. Professor Martin Podolsky once says that it is about doing good in any of his ways to others and ourselves. Jefferson Institute 2002 defined ethics is about how to meet the challenge of doing the right thing when it will cost us more than what we wish to pay. There are two aspects of ethics. The first aspect deals with how to decide what is right from bad or wrong, what is good from bad or evil, propriety or impropriety. And the second aspect involves commitment to do what is right, good, and proper. Ethics entails actions, not just a topic to vote or debate about. Ethical challenges in Nigeria. Corruption. It has been established that between 1960 to 1999, about $400 billion was moved out of the country. And between 2005 and 2014, about $182 billion was moved out of the country. You could imagine what that could have been done. I will give you an example. Lagos and Ibadan, Road. It started in 2021 and 2001. Up to now, it has not been completed. And we have lost so many lives in that road just because we are doing our sourcing the way we wanted. Lack of transparency. Yes, if you listen to television yesterday, a TMD of a company, national company was being interviewed, saying there is no a thief, it's not this, it's not that. But I must tell you, if they have been transparent enough, that question won't come in. Cultural and religious differences. I also common behavior among all of us who say, oh, this is what we do, that's how we do it here. So we continue that one. And also there are several social norms that may influence corrupt behavior. For example, maybe favor reposition. Yeah, you may have assisted this one way or the other before, and you are coming to ask for a favor from me, and that favor will tend to put me to work against the system. But the social norm says, actually, he has done it for you before, so you have to reciprocate. That's it's a bad social norm. The great effect of historical events. Maybe you say, this is our culture, this is how we do it here. We don't want any change. You must work within the historical events that happen. Then getting along with others in the workplace. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want anybody to say, it's too low. And that's not be good for our system. Brief history of ATU. ATU was formed as a result of community of a symposium conducted by ICPC in the year 2001, January 2001 at Eating Hotel, Abuja. And it's recommended that ATU should be created in all MDAs. And ICPC now therefore make a request to executive arm of government for introduction of ATU in all MDAs, and the executive arm communicated through to all MDAs through Office of the Head of Service on 2nd October 2001. Why ATU in MDAs? ATU is a set of in-house check mechanisms for corruption prevention within MDAs. And through ATU, the ICPC engaged public support in the fight against corruption and to ensure adherence to basic ethical standards in public service, ensure strong and effective institutions to be devoid of corrupt tendencies, and of course, satisfy the desire for transparent and accountable public institutions. The ATU unit of committee acts as microcosm of the commission, that is, a mini commission. It is expected that they should be allowed to function independently without interference. Powers and functions of ATU: preliminary investigations, prevention of corruption through studies, study and review, step studies and review, education and enlightenment of the public servants on and against corruption, part of which we are doing today, and promoting ethics and ensuring compliance with ethical codes, and of course, monitoring of budget implementations. Yeah, how is ATU set up? ATU is composed of staff of an organization, either ministry or parastatals, agent government agencies, and membership of ATU are restricted to staff of that agency, and the chairman should be a GL 15 and above, and of course, other members should not be less than GL 8. Membership is spread across all departments and units of such organization, and includes finance and accounts, audit, procurement, research, and what we have in our own system as an example. Appointments are made by the chief executive. In our own case, it was done by the executive director, and is subject to confirmation by ICPC. And formal inauguration is usually done by ICPC. In our own case, it was done on May 14, 2024. Members are to serve for 3 years and renewed depending on performance. Responsibilities of Nihort ATU. Advise the Institute on matters related to finance and procurement processes. Sensitization educates awareness, effective awareness of professional ethics in workplace. Then, of course, carry out effective systems to ensure compliance with anti-corruption. Investigate complaints or reports of acts contrary to corrupt practices and other related offensive acts. and promote and implement trustworthy gift policy and policies. What I mean by this is we have developed a gift policy for the institute. Government did not say I cannot take gratification from our clientele, but whatever is given to you, you must go back and declare it. You fill a form and tell your head of department or head of program or the ED, this person give me so amount of money. You declare, you sign in. If you now decide to say, oh, okay, you can take all, pay the money into this account. So if there is any trouble in future, nobody will harass you. You are just free. We have to organize meetings, trainings, self-study and review, monitoring activities, report writing, and of course, the role of everyone. The management of Nihort must ensure that ATU is fully established, which we have done, which the management of the institute have done, and supported to carry out their assignments. All members of staff are required to support or cooperate with the unit to achieve a corruption-free organization. Corrupt practices and misconducts. Yes, misconduct, as we all know, is an act of serious wrongdoing and susceptible for investigation and proof. It includes, but not limited to, 1, willful omission to the detriment of the public. Improper administration of business of the institute includes the following: corruption, dishonesty, drunkenness, false claims, foul language, insubordination negligence, false falsification or suppression of records, failure to keep records, malicious damage of properties, arson, fraud, theft, and forgery, habitually coming, fight at work, frivolous petitions, rumor mongering, victimization of subordinate staff, double standards in management. Actual objectives for the year: 1, to develop domesticated policy on acceptance of gifts and hospitality by staff, to ensure transparency and reduce the use of discretion. 2, to launch preventive strategies, including periodic system study and review. This I will talk about as we progress with this presentation. Develop domesticated whistleblowing policy to improve reportage within the organization. Improve monitoring of the organization activities, programs, projects to promote accountability and value for money. Provide an enabling environment for the anti-corruption and transmission unit to function effectively. Now we come to the meat of this presentation, which is work ethics. Work ethics is a belief that work and diligence have a moral benefits and inherent ability, value to strengthen character and individual abilities. The importance of work ethic. Hiring a strong work ethic is a must for any establishment that want to make a success. Institutes whose employees have a strong work ethics are more likely to achieve their goals and achieve higher revenue and profit. Benefits of an ethical workplace: builds trust and credibility, encourages collaboration and teamwork. I must say there was a time that the committee set out a request to 2 units in Nihort, and each unit were trying to protect their interests. And it lingered for a month. And at the end of that month, I now sent a memo to them that you have delayed this work for 1 month just because you are trying to protect their own territory. It doesn't work that way if you want to make progress. Foster a positive work culture, enhances reputation and brand, and supports compliance and risk management. Key ethical principles are honesty and transparency. We must be truthful in our dealings and be open in all our interactions. respect and inclusion. We should value diversity. All of us cannot come from the same religion, and we cannot have the same religion. So we should respect our diversity. Accountability and responsibility, we should take ownership of whatever we decide or whatever our decision is. It may be right, it may be wrong. Even if your decision is wrong, you still have room to make amendments. You should take responsibility for it. Fairness and justice, ensuring equal opportunities and treating others justly. We must be fair to everybody, and confidentiality and privacy. If a staff comes to you to tell you some few personal things, it's not for you to start going about and blowing whatever he has provided in you. Core ethical principles, respect human dignity, fairness. It should be transparent, honest, non-discrimination, accountability, and confidentiality. Why ethical behavior in life? Ethics is necessary condition if public organizations are to be effectively fulfill their sacred mandates. Public organizations have a sacred duty to optimize the values, services they render to people. What I'm saying here is the value rate to be production of seeds. They come to now to buy seeds of amaranth, for example. They should not speak by those seeds there. It should not be mixed. It should not, if amaranth, it should be amaranth. There should not be celestial mixed with it. It has to be pure so that you have a brand name. Absence of ethical behavior promotes corruption, and as the two are inversely correlated. Lack of ethics could easily lead to loss of public trust. Like I said, in terms of seeds, if someone comes to now to buy plantain sucker, for example, and maybe you give that person banana sucker. So you don't know immediately. It is when he starts fruiting, maybe about 1 year or so, and he has invested on that farm. So he will not speak well of the institute. So we have to take note of that too. Now have both moral and legal applications to promote high ethical behavior. A strong ethical standard will go a long way in helping the government in attracting the much needed direct foreign investment for sustainable development. No foreign investors will come if you know that if our ethical standards are below appreciable standards. Sound ethical behavior should be the surest way of corruption prevention, which is both less expensive and effective as opposed to enforcement. And you know, enforcement involves a lot of resources, but if you prevent it from the onset, you spend low. Now, and not have meaningful development in the aspects of ethical behavior among the staff. What is poor work ethics? A poor work ethics is generally characterized by lack of commitment and responsibility. A poor work ethics not only affects individual performance, but also impacts the team morale, and overall productivity. What I mean by this is, if two people are working hard and the rest are staying idle, and all of us will have the same salary at the end of the day, before you know it, the two that are hard working will feel cheated and start behaving funny. It is important to recognize and address issues to create a positive and efficient working environment. Poor work ethics leads to unreliability, lack of initiative, low productivity, disinterest in learning, negative attitude, poor communications. Causes of unethical behavior. What are the causes? The first one that is even more paramount is, if you can't beat them, join them. There is no way, and the other ones are poor organization culture, bad Yes, we are also at processing unit PDP. As at that time we visited, we had 16 staff, 9 males and 7 females. The environment was a bit overgrown and needs some updates. The unit has the capacity of processing about 750 kg per day, I think. Recommendations. All these were based on where we visited. This may have changed now, but I don't know. Ensure a processing unit meets minimum requirements, make proper and efficient information dissemination among staff, improve staff's approach to work, especially their timing during production hours, and encourage mechanism of activities to reduce dodging by providing maintenance equipment, alternate power supply, steady water supply system, and other resources. Working on outgrowers farmers for cost and quality control. And the institute also must improve its food supply, especially for pineapple. We are also at registry. As at that time, the total number of staff there were 11, 4 male and 7 females. The highest qualification was master. Indexing, the number of files and dispatch files, mail running and leave declarations, custodian of files and records. The record books, incoming and outgoing files and book, incoming and outgoing mail books, memo income and outgoing dispatch books. Which means all mail starts with registry and hence the registry. We are also at finance and accounts. As at that time, there were 28 staff, 9 males, 19 females. And units divided into 9 units, each with 2 or 4 staffs. We have managed office, expedition unit, checking, loans and advance, consolidated units, tax, IPPIS, National Housing Fund units, and consideration and budget units. Our observation: the staff in the various units in the department were seen to be busy on their desk. They complained of their working environments, especially those on loans, advances, checking, expedition control, and national housing units. Need for some change of furniture as at that time, or repairs of their especially chairs. Then periodic and regular rotation of staff within the department is very necessary, especially the professionals, to give room for wider experience in the department. Commendation letter and gifts should be given to more productive staff and encourage the ones that are working. Introduction of internet connections within the department to engage working with little or no physical movement. Honestly, for a couple of months ago, we were made to sign additional core values. And the first one was team spirit, working together to achieve additional goals, professionalism, competent and skillful personnel with high integrity, effective communication, the ability to listen and convey information clearly and speak assertively to be heard and understand. Courtesy, politeness, respect, and recognizing the words and the beauty of stakeholders. Empathy to be considerable regardless of the situation of the ground. I must say that together we can. In conclusion, Perhaps the clearest reason for organization to take ethics seriously is that it is the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do. In order for ethical behavior to be effective and meaningful, it must begin from leadership and permeates down the line. Building an ethical culture is a long-term process that can be difficult at the beginning, but I assure you that it has a great reward. By addressing corruption and unethical behavior, we can bring a just and equitable society. I want to end this presentation with the position of this Muhammad Gandhi, the father of modern India, who said things that will destroy us are politics without principle. I mentioned earlier on that I can be in one party in the morning and in the evening I move to another party. Pleasure without conscience, wealth without work. We have billionaires in Nigeria that even they cannot even run a pure water factory. Knowledge without character. In UN and those states, our certificates were given to us based on land, knowledge and land, or like knowledge, character and land. So you have to combine the two. Business without morality, science without humanity, and worship without sacrifice. Academics. I thank God for this wonderful opportunity given to me to be here among you today to present this talk. And I thank the executive director for nominating me as the chairman of ATU. I thank the IMC for their support. And I also thank the Research Review Committee for their support. I thank members of the Anti-Corruption and Transparent Units, Mr. Baba Rubi, Mr. Bideni, Dr. Adebayo, Mr. Bayo Osaya, Mrs. Chitu, Mrs. Adetmodi, Mr. Sam Oje, Mr. I mentioned Mr. Bideni, then, of course, not forgetting this late Mrs. Folake Tupola. I appreciate her too. I appreciate the ICT representative here present. Thank you very much, Sama. All staff of the institute, I appreciate you all for your cooperation at each time we sit your minutes and seconds. I appreciate my colleagues in the agriculture program and, of course, my family. I say thank you. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I was the chairman. So I talked to the students. Oh my God. Okay, and go ahead. Or you want to show your power again? After this lecture, I know you must reject. This is a wonderful thing. I think this presenter really made me to compensate for the two previous lecture, at least that of Dr. Romudadi and Dr. Eberupe. I missed the two, but this lecture I think has for free and fast. Honestly, I'm not expecting less because it is the second time he's doing the chairmanship, so he has a draft of everything is there. Well done, the presenter. Done well, excellently well. The presenter took us through the whole process of work ethics and corruption issues, the role of the anti-corruption and transparency units up to Nihort. We started with the definition of ethics as a set of moral values. Is it a theory or a system of norm practices? He also told us there are two aspects of ethics. That mind that you want to do it. That's to know that decision you want to do it and the commitment to do it. If you have a decision, there's no commitment, or if you have a commitment and you don't have a decision. So There are two aspects of it. Took us through the ethical challenges in Nigeria, which by virtue of my position, I cannot say it is said, and he said it loud and clear, which run from corruption, lack of transparency, cultural and religious differences, political instability, and other things. He also defined what corruption is. And he also told us what ITPC, in detail, the objective by ITPC, the mission, and all those things that have to be. He also told us about the social factors that influence corrupt behaviors. What are the social factors? My father-in-law is dead. I must get 3 cows, and your salary cannot buy 1 boat. So those are part of the social factors. I want to do a naming ceremony. You receive 70,000 as a minimum wage, and you want to pay 2 rands because Islamically, if you have a venture, you pay 2 rands. Say you are in trouble. Don't bring it to my office. You want to marry because we're a good Christian. Must wear coat and white gown, and you know what white gown is all about. So those are the social norms we're talking about, like affecting our work ethics. Okay, the last thing. The last took us to what up to is in Nihort. The partner given when it was formed. Yeah. 2000. What the memo came us in 2000 October 2nd. And the reason for output, the MPAs, the presenter to put that. It also told us the power and function of output. We have ranges for preliminary investigation, prevention, education, and awareness, just like they are done now. But it didn't tell us maybe they have the power to prosecute or not. But don't dare them. They cannot prosecute those people that can prosecute and sitting there in front of you. I didn't get to. He came down to telling us what the actions were made up in Nihort information, and it took us the history, the first output, when it started, like the second time it's going. And then he told us 10 responsibility of output. And he had to talk of the level of the role of every one of us. He also told us to confront the corrupt practices and misconducts, what they are. And he also told us the up to objective, which there are 6 objectives with us. Maybe in the Nihort time, because we are seeing it from the Nihort perspective. So he took us through 6 objectives of up to Nihort, and then a detailed discussion of work ethics, which is part of the main thing. The importance of work ethics, 6 benefits of an ethical workplace. He also told us 5 key ethical principles. He also analyzed 8 reasons for ethical behavior in Nihort. The presenter went further to explain what poor work ethics can lead us to, by starting with the definitions. He now told us 12 causes of unethical behaviors. That's a cancerous problem. In order to now achieve the objective of this sitting, the emeritus presenter, I'm giving him emeritus presenter. Yeah, because we put me to task for almost 30 something minutes in presentation. I've been writing, and I thought I would not be writing again. I only be signing, but today I didn't sign, I'm only writing. So Capital gave us 11 strategies for developing an efficient and effective ethical measure in Nihort. So now let's for us how to achieve that. In helping us to achieve that, he also told us how to test for strong work ethics. And he gave us 8 measures to test that. 8 measures to test work ethics in Nihort. All are detailed that. So we're going to get this, break it into hand, and let all of us have it. So, I don't know. Admin publication units, maybe admin department and maybe after the discussion, we're going to do that admin and maybe documentation to actual this, to make it handle. Let all of us have it. Because they have provided the solution. There are 8 strategies for developing ethical and efficient ethical working relationship system and how to test for it if you actually you are doing it. It didn't stop there. He gave us 8 ways to encourage a better working ethical relationship among the staff of the institute. Now, we cap it up with a golden rule, which is our common element. So do unto others that which you would like to be done to you. And you know, we have I will not tell you, we have the same consequence. You must do Salama to be every Friday, but that one is a personal one. And that's why it's putting at this. So if you don't know where it's coming from, I can tell you. But that will be another day. You have to pay and enter the court for that. This one you didn't pay. So he took us through the Bible verses that said that and the hadith that said that. Even when I didn't know it would this. Anyway, I've been to India, so I'm sorry, I didn't know maybe practice it for 1 week. 2 days about this how really encapsulate the working relationship by developing ethical working relationship. And to put it into practical perspective, because all this we are talking about, he has presented is theory. I know he said what is ethics. He says it's theory or a system. So he combined it. Having given us the theory by rolling down the whole discussion, he now put the practical perspective to the system. They do random sampling, which they call periodic audits. They went to store, they were in processing, and they were in registry. And as if thank God the PPRC, they did not give me this abstract. If they have given me their thoughts, I've read, that's why I went to that place. The only place I did not put between Monday and today is just only processing units. And I think the APP has defended herself, but that's left to us after when we have the discussion. Talk about the store. I was in the store yesterday, I was there this morning. And what he noticed, the same thing I noticed. And if the store man is there, I should ask them to put up a memo on that litter environment. How what we can do about it. And they've done this nice thing. The only thing the presenter did not tell us the day and the time they visited the place. Is it this year? Is it last year? Is it this month? Is it last month? So that would be my question to him. When did they visit that place? Because as of the last count, I know the store unit had been automated. I did it. Even they refused to apply to use it. They say they have no light. And then now in time nobody can dispute that we have light from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. now. At night 1 p.m. That it can work for 4 hours. We are supposed to get to work at 8 a.m. and leave the office by 4 p.m., which is 8 hours. So if you can work for 4 hours with electricity, I think that's a milestone. So the store has been automated. So the head of store, I hope he said, is going to tell us, because a part of the recommendation of the actual team visiting the place is that the recommended place needs to be automated, and that has been done. The government did not put it to use. The second place they visited was registry. I was in the registry on Monday. I had not seen this and I did not see the content. I was there on 22 and I was furious when I was there because I had to verify my staff, and it took 30 minutes. So practically I went there without my car. So they knew there was a problem that day. There's pretty free. If I don't pick up my car, I will shout at you. If I pick up my car, I will not shout. So I was in their unit on Monday. just what the emeritus presenter have said, I noticed that so honestly. So I absolutely agree with that. There's need to look into that direction. On processing, yes, I will not make any mention here, but I believe let's please ventilate it when the discussion comes. The presenter have really given us the actual situation on brand and how we can tackle it. The critical part of this presentation today is not typical of our issue in Nigeria, where people will just criticize. We'll talk problem. You know, if you ask any Nigerians, analyze the problem of Nigeria, but they cannot provide solution. So in this presentation, solution are provide, problem identified. So I must also congratulate this presenter once again for doing the job, him and his team for doing this, and also to thank our guests who happen to be their superior representative of the ICAC. It's a good one, and we thank you for coming. So I will throw it open now. Having done my own recap, we start from the IMC, go to our guests. Maybe they have something to add. They have questions for that, but I don't see where the teacher will ask. Okay, teacher will always ask them questions. It's okay. So then we now open it first side, this side, and this side. I think we can go. Presenter, can we go ahead? Okay, 4. So we start IMC moderator.